Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our NFL segment of episode 199 of the SplashCast Monday Night Raw. We are here on Victory Monday. You see the apparel, you know what it is. We not belaboring no points. We are here to tell you that the Falcons got off the schneid with a dominating performance against a interesting Minnesota Vikings team. Did you watch the game?
Yes, entirely. And I guess we got off the schneid. Number one, feels good to get into the win column. It sucks that the Bucs won today. We really needed them to lose, and Baker Mayfield did the magic. But it felt really good to see a defense come out and punch people in the face repeatedly, aggressively, from all ends. I'm thrilled about that. Pass rush.
Yeah, so first off, make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe Dive Team Media Network. On all your platforms, there is a lunch break podcast out where I dove into the details of the win for the Falcons over the Vikings. I do like how we looked on defense and special teams. Younghoe Koo famously was left at home.
Probably
Your
gonna stay there.
boys at the house.
Young
And
Romo.
We had a new Romo, Parker Romo, not Tony. Came in 5 for 5 on field goals and 1 for 1 on extra points. His first field goal now, I was like, come on, bro. They had to go to the rule book. It was so close.
I'm talking about angels in the outfield. Somebody was on his side because that at that time would have been very bad for us as a team, and I think it would have been bad for him as a kicker. But
he made it, and that took away the nerves. And we just, from a defensive stance, dominated the Vikings. Good. What's that? I can't see.
Oh, okay. So this is a little tweet from the Falcons of a bunch of firsts. Parker Romo makes his first field goal for the Falcons. James Pierce Jr. gets his first career sack. Brandon Dorlus gets his first career sack. Jalen Walker gets his first career sack. Root gets his first career sack. Billy Bowman and Xavier Wise both get their first career interception. It feels very good for the rookies to show up like this. The defensive backs both give you interception. The edge both get a sack. And Leonard also with a sack. It felt like what we've been hoping for. The question is, can it be sustainable? But if they play like this, then we're a whole different team.
Yeah. So from a defensive standpoint, man, the question is this team right now? I mean, I think they're a top 3 unit just based off pressures, sacks. I mean, we got 6 sacks in a game, which is the most we've had in a game since 2018, when Adrian Claiborne had 5 by himself against the Dallas Cowboys. The rookies. I need all y'all to apologize to Terry Fontenot. 1. Shout out to Raheem Morris for saying we're gonna play the rookies. If it's close in camp, we're going with the rookies. And Billy Bowman, first off, shout out to all the Falcons pages. I believe I'll look it up because the post will have their watermark. It's gonna be a real. They calling the Falcons' first 4 draft picks the 4 horsemen. And the fact that
I like it.
The fact that everybody got there first, the rookies went crazy on defense. We'll talk about defense first since we're here. The rookies went crazy.
I wanted to lead with the good part. I see how I put it in order differently, but I was like, let's lead with positives.
The second years went crazy. Brandon Dorlus is a problem. They can't block him. Him and Root together On passing downs, y'all go ahead. If you don't have 3-step drop, you can go and kiss a goodbye. You better roll out.
Release the hounds.
You better roll out. And James Pierce Jr.
You'll roll that ankle, JJ McCarthy. Thoughts and prayers to you, brother.
Huh?
I said you'll roll your ankle. Thoughts and prayers to JJ McCarthy. Heal up and don't play us.
But James Pierce Jr. looks like
a madman.
He was in the back. He only got credited for half a sack. He was in the backfield almost every play he was in the game. He was killing the offense. Now, hey, Minnesota was hurt. They missing everybody.
Don't care. But, do not care. Do not care. And thoughts and prayers to AJ Terrell. We still waiting to hear back on that hamstring injury. But until that, he played very good football too.
Yeah, I like how the defense was attacking. Shout out. Hey, I'm when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Shout out to David Onyemata. You look amazing out there, bro. They put you in and for just specific downs, which I like. Shout out to Jeff Ulbrich because he put Onyemata in when it was obviously they could run, or if there was a screenplay of any that we had a notion basically when a fullback was in the game. And they put Onyemata in, and once they couldn't run the ball, it was them linebackers was going crazy. Jalen Walker, all y'all folks who was saying, hey, he hadn't played, he's hurt, he's a 20. Bro, he destroyed the right tackle.
Right.
He was in the backfield in 2 seconds. JJ McCarthy had no shot. Zach Harrison, crazy. They couldn't block him. The whole defense looked A+. A++. I didn't get to the secondary. You go to the secondary because I was talking about the fat boys. A+++ for the defense. Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman. What you think about the secondary?
I was really excited, especially on the plays where they got there. You got Billy who just stuck with that dude. He was right at his hip. 90, maybe 95% of the time, that's just an incomplete pass. He stuck right there with him. He got his. Xavier Watts ends the game as the quiet guy who you didn't expect to do a whole lot of talking. He was the one who waved y'all out of there. He said, good night. Good night, Irene. I will see y'all later. It was really good to see this team. And I think it's good to have two rookies and they both be in a position group and room together so that you can kind of lean on the other guy for confidence. And you have a study partner who is committed to being as good. And in both cases, you have one guy who's the more calm and collected guy of Xavier Watts and Jalen Walker. And then you have the hothead in James Pierce and Billy Bowman. And I think that dynamic is really making those guys commit to each other and play well in balance.
Yeah. I like AJ Terrell did hurt his hamstring, but he had Justin Jefferson in jail before he got hurt. And shout out to Ulbrich. I will say we're now going to have to go. I think we're going to have to make a move. But I'm going to bring this up with Billy Bowman. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Tyrann Mathieu. Billy Bowman reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu because he can cover the slot. He actually was in competition to return punts like Tyrann Mathieu. And his run support is
great. He's definitely not afraid. He's not afraid to run.
Y'all go.
Yeah. He's not afraid to get his nose in there, try to blow something up. And also, man, Xavier Watts. I know you missed 2 last week, but I mean, there's a world where Xavier Watts has 3 interceptions going into week 3.
Hey, man, Jesse Bates Jr. That's what I'm calling him. He looks like he's never out of position,
right?
Ever. The whole game, he was never out of position. And he don't really miss tackles. The one thing I can say about this Falcons team in this game, we probably had 3 missed tackles.
Not near. Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all what Bijan did to them. What Bijan does to most people open field is criminal. But I saw 3 missed tackles on multiple plays
on a 4-yard run.
Yeah. Please go to the story. I posted it because it was unbelievable. Bijan Robinson. Hold on, before we get there, Divine Diablo. I'm I'm really falling in love with what Ulbrich has kind of created. And I respect way more them going after Devon Diablo super early. I get it now. He's basically a safety playing middle linebacker. And
there's no such thing as a strong safety anymore. You're basically a linebacker.
He's like a rover, but he's not your typical middle linebacker who's going to struggle against the faster tight ends, i.e., a guy like Kyle Pitts. Devon Diablo is like, nah, bro. I'm wherever that tight end is, you might actually be better off with a bigger, like Darnell Washington type tight end, where he might just be able to physically just big body him. But if you're gonna have these Kyle Pitts as tight ends, Devon Diablo is gonna be perfectly fine. And I really like his athleticism a lot.
Him and Caden Ellis, and Arnold Ebiketie. He didn't really get a lot of shine, but he can set the edge. And they're using, I said it before, they are using Devon Diablo, which I didn't know they were going to use, and Caden Ellis, and now Arnold Ebiketie. They just put him on the field and tell him run around. Y'all go run around. It's a screen pass.
See ball, get ball. See ball, get ball.
That's all they do, and it's working so far. But the D line is the key to it. Shout out to D Alford. You came in. You had that one pass with Justin Jefferson, but that was because somebody was out of position. And then you played lights out, and it helps when you get 6 sacks. So the defense was great. How did you feel about the offense and Bijan? Well, not just Bijan. How you feel about the offense? Because I'm not as excited about the offense.
The offense sucked. I'm not gonna say anything other than the truth. The same thing that you expect in a win. I mean, the same thing that you respect in a win, you should respect in a loss. And the offense could not close. We're not closing. There's no reason we asked that man to come in off the street. He ain't know Leonard Floyd. He got introduced to Leonard Floyd after the game.
Oh, you go into special teams. I'm talking about the offense.
Yeah. One and the same. What I'm saying is,
I see what you're saying.
Yes, the offense not closing drives and asking young Romo to come in off the street to save us. He kicked 5 field goals. 5. That means there are 5 times we were in striking distance and packed it up and got sent home. Now, I think that I can't understand the play calling from Zach Robinson. Like, I understand featuring Bijan, but this was the Bijan show. The only thing that could even begin to make me feel this way is that Drake London is probably a little bit more hurt, and Darnell Mooney was a little bit more hurt than we thought. So you put the game in Bijan's hand. That allows you to manage the clock. You allowed him to get all the touches that he needed and wanted, and he's damn near impossible to tackle in the open field. But I can't say that. I think that I appreciate Penix not putting us in a place to lose this game. And I think that in many cases, if we had any of our previous quarterbacks, minus Kirk, we would have been positioned to lose this game. Now, this is maybe a game where I think Kirk probably would have played a little bit better. And I'm okay with that.
I don't know. I mean, Penix did miss a couple deep balls, and that was frustrating. But I don't know how much what more Kirk really would have done, because we gave the ball to Bijan the first 5 plays of the game. He had 50 yards rushing.
I think it was 7.
Okay. I was like, okay, well, we're going to give him the ball every time. And he played well, and shout out to him for being in shape. But I do like how he used Algier. So we killed him with Bijan for 3 quarters. In the 4th quarter, they just said, Algier, you just go run everybody over. And, of course, we use Algier in short yardage. So I do like how Zach Robinson has learned. But, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You call, and I didn't think about this because I didn't say this on the podcast earlier. That's a good point. You may be right about Mooney and Drake, because Drake was definitely hurt. And he had that fumble, which was frustrating. But shout out to the defense. But they may have been a little bit more hurt than they let on. which is why you feature Bijan and Algier and Kyle Pitts.
Right.
They feature
Right.
Kyle Pitts a lot this game. I think he had like 6-7 targets.
And even on the London fumble, it was a great catch. You knew what he was trying to do. He likes that stiff arm, but you're just not gonna have the same level of strength with an AC joint sprain. And it was also a perfect peanut punch. You stuck your arm out, the ball was exposed, and if I remember correctly, that was a linebacker. He shot that arm right through there. Sometimes better to take your W and go home. But I also don't. I want Drake to continue to play with that level of aggression, and I don't want him to stop that.
I wasn't too mad at it, but I was frustrated because he's in his third year, right? This is the third year in a row he done had that peanut punch fumble.
But if you look at that, it was perfect. It's just you sticking the arm out to try to get him away from you, and that's good defense awareness. That's really it. That's what you really coach guys to do is, hey, take that shot when you get it. And he did.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, Parker Romo coming in, kicking 5 field goals. Shout out to you, young Oiku. You can hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. He's out of there. Before we move on, our starting right tackle is now out. Our starting cornerback is now out. We'll talk about the other teams. It has come out that the Falcons said we are not trading Kirk Cousins. This is it. He's here. We'll figure it out after the year.
Right.
I don't know if I necessarily believe that, because depending on the severity of AJ Terrell, even though we are, like I said, a very deep team for the first time in a long time, there may be a move that we need to go make to get either a tackle or a cornerback.
I think they lying. I think they just want somebody to come hat in hand. I think they want begging. Baby, I'm begging. Baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. I think they want to come in and please give us Kirk. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll give you Kirk. What you got for me?
Quentin Williams. No,
boy, go to hell.
They said no Micah Parsons. You know that.
Right. Right. But I think you can get something, maybe some picks, because you need to do something with the Bengals to keep them. I mean, Minnesota. People, I don't know if
you could give us Dallas Turner. You could give us I don't know if they got a corner. They got a corner.
They ain't gonna give up Dallas Turner. You're gonna have to get something in that second.
They got Van Ginkel. They got like a bunch of people. They can give up. They can literally give up Turner.
Okay.
I would want a corner.
And the other part is I'm not 50-50, because if you take Kirk and Kirk plays really well, you're probably gonna have to re-sign Kirk Cousins, which probably not the worst idea.
No, you won't. This is last contract. Why would you resign? He still got 2 more years.
Does he? No, there's no money guaranteed on that next year. This is it. He ain't gonna go to work for $5 million. I can tell you that now. But Justin Jefferson ain't gonna let, and I told y'all this ahead of time, Justin Jefferson ain't gonna let JJ McCarthy keep playing like this. Y'all, he gonna be like, I'm going somewhere. I just saw what happened to Micah.
Is Byron Murphy the starting cornerback for them?
Don't give me.
And Isaiah Rodgers. They both short. They don't got nothing I want to eat. But yeah, shout out to the Falcons, man. We played really, really well on defense. I'm nervous about the offense. I'm nervous about our right tackle. I'm nervous about us on completing drives. We don't look like we've made a lot of changes, or as many changes on offense as you would think. It's
offense
still Bijan.
It's not. It's not closing. It is a place where we should be confident in saying, hey, we can go out here and kind of do what we need to do. No, we're not in command on offense enough. For the weapons that we have, we should be influencing, not the ones getting influenced. And I don't like that. That's the easiest way for me to put it. We are getting influence.